Hey y'all, welcome to Journey with Wendy. So this morning, as you can see, I got my helmet on because I had a call to action this morning. Just getting out and recognizing what God has done for me on this day. So it is very important for you guys to go ahead and share the road. Right here, I'm just riding in my neighborhood, looking at the sights. Nothing, nothing that's just like, gee whiz. Oh, that's so amazing. Not saying that, but just trying to show you guys that I was really out here hitting it. Another view of what's around me. Another view of what's around me. Right here, this was the fire truck that was going by that I was speaking about in the video before, later. You see my finger in the way? Finger all in the way. You can't even see the beauty. Ain't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I had to get a selfie. I had to get a selfie with the lake in the back. Just some parachuters right here. And another shot of parachuters. So today I received a call. It's about 7:53, and so it was a call to action. To get out and to hit this thing. And so I started blasting my family members texting and blasting some other people texting. So the call to action was, to get up and do something that I wouldn't normally do. And so I was like, well, I can't even do my mouth so dry. Ooh, child. I was like, well, Saints, might as well go ahead, go on a bike ride. Hold that thought. My mouth is so dry. And I got up and got ready. Before I ride my bike, I always pray. Just for safety and protection, because a lot of the times when and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but from here on out, just watch. When people see somebody ride on a bike, instead of getting over and giving the biker room, it's like they're right on them. And so my prayer is like I said before, for prayer and protection. Protection. She tied. She tied. It's for prayer and protection, but also that I have a heightened sense of awareness. Basically, you just have to be very alert when you see a bike rider or when you're riding your bike. But I had my headphones on. But with having my headphones on, I wear my headphones, but I don't have my music blasting. Like, I have the music to where I can still hear what's going on around me. And so as I'm riding, I have a what's that thing called? I have a little mirror right here. And so in that mirror, what I do is you know how you scan your mirrors when you're driving, where you're supposed, if you don't know, you're supposed to scan your mirrors when you're driving every 3 to 5 seconds. So you look in the driver, you look in the rear view, you look in the passenger. And so, just a constant scan. And so basically that's what I do as I'm riding my bike. I'm constantly scanning because I just want to be aware. And so I'm able to see, like today I was riding and it was a car, like he wasn't right on me, it was a truck. He wasn't right on me, but like it caused me to become alert and watch, what was going on behind me. But the second time I was like, man, I was like, I got to roll. I was like, I gotta roll, dude. I got stuff to do. I can't, and so because it was a biker, he got in front of me. And so he kept going. So I was like, well, I'm gonna keep going. And so I rode out, and it was really, really nice. It was nice. It was calming. And so you guys might be like, well, you only rode this far. But in riding that far, because what I've been waiting on, but I'm laughing because I got a text from my sister. And so in riding, I forgot my train of thought. She got me she got me discombobulated. Girl, stop it. And so with that, because the bike that I actually have was given to me by my senior pastor. And so with this bike, when so I have an electric bike. But before that, I want to say 3 years ago, several people in my church, they got electric bikes. My senior pastor, his wife, and my actual pastor, and then my brother's wife. So all of them had electric bikes, And so they was riding, they was hitting it. And so I had always, I was like, I'm going to get me an electric bike too. And so I started looking for one. And so then a yeah, it was a prophecy. So a prophecy went forth stating that I would be my senior pastor's riding buddy. And I was like, ooh, I would be riding with my senior pastor, honey. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, quick story. So they were riding. Let me back up. All right. So that was my rewind sound. My senior pastor and his wife, they had bikes. And my pastor had a bike, but my senior pastor, the bike that she had got a different one. So they ended up gifting my brother an electric bike. And so like I said, my sister-in-law, she has an electric bike. And so my nephew, he had a little bike as well. And so, so all of them went and they're going to go ride bikes. And so with them going to go ride bikes, the little person that depends on me to go, but she didn't have a bike. She had a scooter. And so she started, as a matter of fact, I take that back. Because what we do is we follow our people. So if they're going anywhere, like any length of distance, what often happens is that someone will go with them as a, protection and safety, for protection and for safety. And so, we're riding the van, and the little person that depends on me, she's on a scooter. And so she's scooting, and she does at this point she didn't really know at this point they didn't really know how to ride the scooter. And so with that, they were getting frustrated. And so basically, they stopped, and so they got in the van with us. And so this little person is so funny. They were like, look at him, talking about my nephew. Look at him riding his bike. What did she say? He's always, look at him riding his bike. He's always doing something, she said. I don't really remember the term that she said. But then she was like, I'm about to come out the box on him. And I was like, I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh because she was just so frustrated that she wasn't able to get out there and to, be able to stay with them. And so, even like people that were there that day, we still talk about that to this day because my boo was like, look, I ain't having it. Today is the day. Okay. And so the bike that I have is the bike that my senior pastor gifted me. So it is a Stromer ST2. It's an electric bike, of course. So it was a gift. And so I haven't really been dressing my blessing because, well, you guys don't know, but as you can see, I had gained a lot of weight. And so I was just like, I just didn't want to do nothing. I don't want to ride my bike. I don't want to work out. I got a whole treadmill over here that I don't do nothing with. It's got pillows on it. And so, I was just like, I don't want to do anything. But with this call to action today, I was like, okay, I'm gonna ride my bike. I ain't rode my bike in a long time. And so before, when I was riding my bike before, I was just hitting it, just let's go, hit it, go. And so, it was advised that I, just relax and to take my time. Like, I don't always have to hit it. And so that's what I have, like when I do ride my bike, that's what I put in place today. Because before, like I said, I'd be trying to hit it, but now I was like, okay, well, let me take my time, look at the scenery, look at what's going on. And so that's exactly what I did. And so with that, I'm very grateful and thankful to have an electric bike, but don't get it twisted. Like, even though I have an electric bike and it has 3 different stages on the bike, you still got to work. It's not that, it ain't like I'm just hitting the assist and just letting the assist do the work for me. Because when you hit the assist, like it drowns your battery life. And so I've gotten pretty used to or pretty comfortable with riding my bike, so I can go longer distances without draining my battery so much. And so the longest ride that I have ever done on my bike, I want to say was like 30 miles. I want to say between 30 to 32 miles, and that was round trip because I would just get on my bike and I would just go, like, and I wouldn't have, whenever I do ride, I don't have any specific place of where I want to go. And so I'm just led and I just go and I take in all the sights and I try to take in as much as I can what's around me. But I have to pay attention. And so today, I was riding and I set out to just go, I set out to go 30 minutes out and 30 minutes back. That didn't happen. So I went out and I went 34 minutes out. And so, cause I knew that I wanted to go to this specific place. And in this specific place, I was just like, I want to go there. I want to take some pictures. And so I was just like, all right, we're gonna go. Let's go. So then I went and I was actually looking for a place so I could stop and take pictures, but a lot of those places where I was at was private property, and so I wasn't really trying to stop and ask somebody, "Hey, can I go down here take some pictures?" I didn't want to do that. So I finally found an RV place, an RV park, and I just rode my bike down there. I got off. I was trying to ride in the sand. Hey, don't do it unless you and my bike is capable, but I ain't able. She ain't able. I can't. And so I was trying to do it, and so I heard some folks laughing, and I was just like, I was like, I don't know what I thought they was laughing about, but turns out that they was laughing at me because I was really trying to go, and so I got off and I stopped or whatever. Man, I got my workout shoes dirty, y'all. They over there. But if I had them, I know y'all are like, they workout shoes. They're supposed to get dirty. I don't like dirty shoes. So, when I saw that, I was just like, this is whack. Like, that's whack. So anyway, fast forwarding to taking pictures. So I went over there, I was taking pictures or whatever, and so it was like a group of people. And so I looked and I was like, well, I got some bread in my basket for you. So I waved at I waved at the lady and I was like, how you doing? So I got back on my bike and I left. So I'm riding back and so I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, bruh, this is so far. I'm like, I was like, I need to get home. I was like, I'm tired. I was like, truth is, I'm tired. Okay? Options are few. How I'm gonna get home. Okay? That's what I was saying. I ain't want to go to the king, but I was like, look, hey, Jesus, if you can't help me, look, I ain't gonna be able to maneuver. So I go. And so I'm riding or whatever, and so I'm seeing people, people working out, so I'm waving. People at the bus stop, I'm waving, and so I'm riding, and I'm going. I'm close to my house. I'm close to the point of where I started before I went off, because I like to end how I start, end where I started. But that doesn't always happen. Just like, well, let's go a little bit further. Let's test yourself, let's push yourself and go a little bit further. And so that's what I did. And so, I'm riding. And so I was trying to take a picture of something. Y'all, my phone flipped up off the clip. Okay? Because I was trying to fix it. I was trying to fix it. So then it popped off. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to put it back on. So I'm trying to put it back on and trying to ride at the same time. So my stuff is doing like this. Man, my phone flew off. And I was like, yeah. So I got off my bike. And I saw a car slow down. Because they were, not that they were trying to be nosy, but I guess they were trying to ensure that I was okay. So I walked to go get my phone, so I'm like, ooh, I was like, let me look. Okay, so I'm like, okay, it ain't broke, So basically nothing, well, nothing happened with it, there's nothing wrong with it. My case is fine. All is well. So basically, it was all good. And so, the street that I was on it was busy at the time of day. At this time, at like around 10 something. So I was like, "Ooh, I'm not trying to go down the street." So I took this other street. Mm-mm, mm-mm. A moment of silence, please. Okay. So I'm riding, and so it's this hill, and so I'm going up the hill, and I'm just like, yo, I did not know that this was here. Like, cause I know just normally drive down that street. I don't think I've never gone up that street driving, and so like, ooh. So I'm going. So I have a speedometer on my bike, and so on it I saw it go from like 10.6 to 9 point something to 8 point something, 7, 6. I think it did go down to 5 because that hill was steep, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. So I just kept going, and so this time I wasn't riding with the assist. I just had it in the regular gear that I normally have it in, which is 2. I don't like to ride on 1 because don't give you no action. 3 is too much action because to me it's like when you do 3, it's like for me, you're not really doing a whole bunch of work, and so I always have it on 2, and so while I was going, and the moral of the story is that even without the assist, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't use the assist, I didn't use anything that the any of the features that the bike has, I was still able to keep going. But it wasn't in my own strength that I was able to keep going. It's because I was being pushed, I was being pushed. The Lord was pushing me. He was like, just keep going. Just keep going, just keep going. And so, it was cars, going by me. And I was just like, look, I was like, I don't care. Because for me, I was like, I don't care how I look. I don't care how I look to you. I need to do this for me. So I just kept going, hitting it, hitting it. I wasn't hitting it like this, but it was just like hitting it, hitting it. And so I screwed that for y'all. I chopped it and then I screwed it. You see that? And so, so then I just kept going. I come towards where I live at, and this hill is real. It's like this. And so I was like, well, I want to ride that way, to finish it off, go out with a bang. I had a call to action today. We're going to finish this thing with a bang. Okay? Okay. So we going, I'm hitting it. So this time I'm on a straight, the light's green. Every light that I go to is green. I was like, okay, won't he do it? He said he would. So I'm going, and I start on the hill. And so this time I was like, look, I'm going to have to put this bad boy in 3, and we just going to roll up. We just going to head home. So I'm just barely going to, it's like at 10.6. Then it go lower, then it go lower. And so, but even with the assist, you know what I mean? Like even with having the assist, I made it home, made it with no issues. I was able to, and like when I get off the bike, what I like to do is I like to walk, I call it walk it out. And so I go and I let my legs, recuperate, try to recuperate from riding. And so, I just walk it out, cool down. And so now I'm here talking to you. So thank you for joining Journey with Wendy. This was one of my bike riding chronicles. There will be more bike riding chronicles. So just stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And so I'm going to do my thumbnail now because we done. All right. And so I hope you like the pictures that I had in the front part of it. And so once again, Journey with Wendy. Ooh, child, you see this right here? It was real in them streets today. I am so tired, but I'm so happy that I was able to get out and to hit this thing. 17.8, 17.78, should I say. I should have just made it 18, but I was too tired. Thank you for watching.